In this video, we're going to look at biodiversity. We're going to look at what biodiversity is. We're going to have a look at a couple of the mass extinction events, including the current Holocene extinction event, and the causes of the current extinction event, including introduced species, land clearing, pollution, and hunting. So biodiversity is how diverse the organisms within an ecosystem are. And there's a few different ways for measuring this diversity, but one way is to look at the total number of species or the total number of families within an ecosystem. And the more of these there is, the more biodiversity. Now, frogs are a good indicator of biodiversity. They're one of the most susceptible species within an ecosystem. So once an ecosystem starts to become less biodiverse, the frogs are generally one of the first things to go. So a mass extinction events result in a large increase in biodiversity. So for example, and there's been 5 mass extinction events as well as a number of smaller ones. So one of these mass extinction events, or the last one, was the one that killed the dinosaurs at the end of the Cretaceous period. So it was caused by a meteor striking the Earth, and there was a large drop in the biodiversity of the Earth at that point, including the extinction of all land-based dinosaurs. So many scientists believe we're currently in the middle of an extinction event, and there has been a lot of species that have gone extinct in sort of the last 10,000 years. And this is the first extinction event that humans are responsible for. And the reason that it's only the first event that we're responsible for is it's the only event that we're actually here for. So we've only been around for a short period of time. And we're killing lots of things. So some of the ways that we're causing this extinction is through the destruction of habitat, the introduction of species, and directly through hunting. So when we bring a new species or introduce a species to an ecosystem, and we've got lots of reasons for doing that, we don't know what exactly is going to happen in the ecosystem. As we've seen throughout the topic, ecosystems are delicately balanced systems that are all interdependent on each other. So throwing another species into that system, you never quite know how that's going to affect the ecosystem. Clearing land results in a loss of habitat, which means that those organisms no longer have places to live and breed. Some of the reasons that we clear land is for farming and agriculture, as well as for us to build our cities on. So this results in loss of habitat, so they have nowhere to live, as well as increases erosion, which again can result in more loss of habitat by accident. Another way that we can destroy habitat is by polluting it and making it not able for the organisms to live there anymore. And we cause air pollution, as well as water pollution and land pollution. So we can pollute anywhere, basically. Another thing that causes these extinctions is hunting. And there's a few different reasons why people hunt. Sometimes they'll hunt because they're hungry and an animal's tasty, so we hunt it to extinction like we did the dodo. We might hunt them for an animal for sport because it's fun to shoot big animals, and this can cause a loss in biodiversity or extinction. And we might also hunt for protection. So for example, if we live in a village that is close to a place where a whole heap of wolves live, and the wolves keep on coming into town, it's to protect ourselves, we might go and kill all the wolves. This again will cause extinction of species and a loss in biodiversity. Okay, so we've looked at biodiversity being how diverse the organisms in an environment are, and one measure of that is the total number of species. We've looked at the 5 major mass extinction events, which result in a loss of biodiversity. We've looked at the current extinction event, the Holocene extinction event, which is the first one caused by humans. We've looked at how we're causing that extinction through introduced species, land clearing, pollution, and hunting.